Hey guys, today we have an unboxing of the ASUS GTX 1070 Strix Edition. This is not the factory overclocked version. Here's the actual front of the box. As for the back of the box, it shows that there is the new Direct CU3 fans, which are supposed to be 30% cooler and 3 times quieter than the previous iteration. When the temperature of the card is under a certain point, the fans won't spin and are completely silent. On the back of the box as well, they highlight their manufacturing process, which is 100% automated and is supposed to cut down on human errors. As with most video cards, there's a box within a box. The accessories in the box include 4 ASUS ROG Velcro ties, a download code for World of Warships, a speed setup guide, and a driver disc with the ASUS GPU tweak software. This is the actual video card itself. The front of the card features 3 fans and Rgb lighting. The backplate is also really well made and features Rgb lighting. Here's a look at some fan headers that are built into this card. So if you have any auxiliary fans for cooling, you can connect them directly to the video card for fan control. Here's a look at the heatsink from the side. And last but not least, we have the video output options. There are 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, which make things easier for VR users. There are also 2 display ports, and there's a single DVI-D port. ASUS has incorporated a really cool lighting feature. On the 8-pin power portion, when there's no cable plugged in, it lights up as red. Once it receives power, it shows up as white. Here's a look at the Rgb lighting. Using the ASUS GPU tweak software, you can choose what color you'd like to save it as. The cool thing is that it saves directly to the memory of the video card, so when you actually reboot your computer, it still saves that color. Last but not least, here's a look at the backplate lighting. Overall, this is easily one of the best looking video cards I've handled. As always, here are my PC specs. Keep in mind I am using the latest NVIDIA driver. At time of this video, it shows as 368.81. As for the actual clocks on this video card, ASUS shows that the OC mode has a boost clock of 1721 MHz and a base clock of 1531 MHz. But I did notice that at testing, it did hit upwards of 1886 MHz. The actual memory stock clocks is 8 GHz. For my own personal overclocking, I actually got this card to 2000 MHz on the core clock and 9.4 GHz on the memory clock. Last but not least, we have the FireStrike scores. On the left hand side is the OC mode out of the box. On the right hand side is my manual overclock. On all 3 tests, whether it was FireStrike, FireStrike Extreme, or FireStrike Ultra, with my 6% overclock on the core clock, it resulted in about an 8% increase in score on all 3 tests. So the final question is, would I recommend this card? I would have to say yes. ASUS put some work into this card. The build quality is top notch and the Rgb lighting on both the front and back of the card look great. In terms of performance, compared to other GTX 1070s I've tested, they're all very similar. Too similar for me to recommend one over the other in terms of performance. As for acoustics and temperature, this card hit a high temperature of 71 degrees Celsius with a fan speed of 53% or 1952 RPM. This is even when I overclocked it at stock voltage. Please hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe for more content. Thanks.